Today, I simply put into words the reality I cannot ignore.
From Japan, with real words.
Hello, welcome to my podcast. This is a podcast where I talk commonly about life struggles and family issues.
This isn't an explanation.
Quietly heavy, feel the temperature of the words. 暗きなぎスポルカス
Recently, a hip hop singer looked scary, but he's actually very kind. I like the gap. He's not what I expected. In a good way. That contrast is attractive. He seemed tough, but he's super nice. Next, I have something I can't understand. Japanese people usually eat mochi only at the New Year. Even though everyone likes it, and so many there are so many kind. In Japan, we mostly eat mochi at New Year. We mostly eat mochi at New Year. Even though it's popular, everyone likes mochi. And there are a lot of types, but we usually eat it only on New Year. Only around the New Year. But many mochi comes in many varieties. Next, I have something I can't understand. Mystery dramas are always about crimes. I can't understand. In detective dramas are always about crimes. Next, even when something explained happened in a case crime, they never consider the occurred or what they say. You can't prove there isn't afterlife. In detective dramas, even if something mysterious happened, they never mix in the occult. They never consider the occult. But they always say the afterlife. They never consider. You can't prove there isn't an afterlife. Recently, as I said, I'm not sure whether I should learn English. Spanish has a similar sound, and it might be a good time to switch. It might be a good time to switch. What I've done so far was probably a big part of it. I failed, but there's actually a good excuse to change things. And I'm not really into authority. Spanish pronunciation feels close. The timing to switch feels right. Everything I've done up to now kinda led to this. I messed up, but it's good reason to reset. Next, I obsessed with dental school. I'm kinda obsessed with Spanish, just like I obsessed with dental school. I wanted to go to dental school, and then now, I'm kinda obsessed with Spanish. Next, I talked about the same thing on a podcast. I talked about it again and failed. But I want to believe. I realized something because of that. I wanna believe. I realized something because of that. I was wondering if there's anything else I can do beside studying language. I was wondering if there's anything else I can do beside studying languages. And that's when I was listening to the podcast. My mother said, I never use sesame oil, but she actually use it. She made and she was wrong. She said, I never use sesame oil, but she used it. No way. Next, I realized my English recording wasn't going well. I tried to improve them, but it still didn't work. A certain person recommended a radio show, but it became painful and quit. It became painful and I quit. I was thinking about why I talked about that on the podcast, but I can't remember. But that time wasn't all painful. That time wasn't all painful. Next, even when I listened, I knew there was a risk. Even when I listened to the radio, I knew there was a risk. And I thought I just wanted to be honest. Next, when the criminal dies, people think, how how hard it's for the family, how painful it is for the family when criminal dies. But the idea of the family when hurt them back feels scary to me. Next, I ended up looking up that station sandwich again. I had been researching that thing. Next, in a dream, I met an English teacher. There was an English teacher hitting the blackboard and trying to. I wanted to do revenge. Actually, the teacher had been hitting the blackboard always. People said revenge is meaningless. I want to believe that, but I don't know what to do with this frustration. I wanna believe that, but I don't know what to do with this frustration. Next, I feel like I just keep taking it and have no excuse. I don't wanna just take it. I don't wanna push it around. I don't wanna be pushed around. I wanna find some balance. Next, acquaintance had surgery. Acquaintance had surgery, so I was worried. I feel like consciousness isn't really saying the word. Replaying memory. Human keep replaying it in my head. And just I feel like consciousness isn't really seeing the word. Replaying memories. Just replaying memories. Next is Dragon Ball. Anime and movie are still popular. So I wondered why they stopped. They stopped around 1998, and why they came back. Dragon Ball just now still popular, but they stopped around 1998, many years ago, and they came back. Next, I wondered if anyone would listen to a Japanese shut daily life in English. I wondered if anyone would listen to Japanese shut in daily life in English. Next, adults usually lose their dreams, but sometimes I feel like I'm half in the fantasy world. I feel like I'm half the dreaming. My mind drifts into some fantasy sometimes. Adults usually lose their dreams, but sometimes I feel like I'm half in a fantasy world. Next, the menu said onion curry, but she said, Yogan said, my mother said, there weren't a big piece of onion. She said even onion curry can mean different things. Onion curry can mean different things. Next is about my food habit, my lunch. I was health conscious and try not to upset my stomach. I tried not to be stomachache. Next, I avoid sweet, sugar, salt, and fat. Next, I've been saving money a lot. And lately, I've started wondering what the point is. I've been doing, as I said, but lately I started wondering what the point is. I was health conscious and try not to upset my stomach, and I avoid sugar, salt, fat, and next I've been saving money a lot. But lately I wonder what the point is. When people with developmental disorders can't communicate well, it's not just a pronunciation, a communication issue. It's also a context issue. It's not only of the communication skills. It's also about context. For example, I hadn't seen the same anime. I hadn't seen anime. But Japanese, of course, Japanese people, Japanese children see anime. I felt like being in another country. Next, when I try to focus, I start thinking about past failures and drift into drift into imagination. When I try to focus, I start thinking about past failures and drift into imagination. Next, I listen to my podcast recording. It wasn't as bad as I expected. When I listened to my podcast recording, it wasn't as bad as I expected. I've had many frustrating experience in English, so I wanna restart. I wanna believe ability is genetic, but maybe I can still improve. I wanna believe ability is genetic, but maybe I can still improve. I know myself pretty well. I've already run out of things to talk about. I've already run out of thinking how to talk about. I've already run out of things to talk about. But I stick to daily life topics. Next, I noticed that just reading Spanish that may. I noticed that just reading Spanish doesn't mean it understood. I looked up why are Nogizaka 46. Do you know Nogizaka 46? It's Japanese idol. Girls group member. This group's member. A certain member isn't popular. I don't know. I didn't know. So I looked up this thing. And I wondered why my parent ate curry again after already having it. We talked about it. Answer was that she just have it. She just wanna have it, eat it. Next, as I said, I sent a letter to religious religion, and they made a mistake. But it's terrible. I didn't get any letter from religious group. I didn't get any letter. Next, most people who see ghost. Most people who see a ghost can. Most people who see ghosts can see them under hypnosis. So I think ghosts are hallucinations. Most people who see ghosts can see them under hypnosis. So ghosts are hallucination. Even peaceful looking religious can have hidden problems. Even peaceful looking religious can have hidden problems. Next is English and Spanish. English has more competition. So I was thinking about rich and competition. And which language would reach more people? English has too many shows, so it's easy to get buried. If I stand out. If that's the case, Indonesia might be more stable. Indonesia might be more stable. But even small shows probably get more listeners in English. Even small shows probably get more listeners in English. Maybe that best choice is a very minor language. In Japan, not many people listen to podcast, so it doesn't get many listeners. That's kind of contradict what I just said. That's contradict what I just said. A certain film director interviewed a religion involved in crimes. He interviewed religious group that committed a crime. Everyone seemed really believer. They seemed calm. They seemed calm, just as I expected. Exactly what I expected. Basically, it wasn't that different from the religion I used to belong to. It wasn't that different from the religion I used to belong to. I feel like this religion just happened to turn out in this way. Even religion that look peaceful on the surface can have hidden problems. It feels like this religion just happened to turn out in this way. Next, firstly, let me explain. Killing time bothers me. If I can't watch everything on YouTube, maybe I shouldn't watch at all. I can't watch everything. I shouldn't watch at all. And I struggle because I run out of videos I want to watch, but in the end, there are nothing I can do. I worried I run out of videos to watch, and I end up struggling anyway. There is nothing I can do. I can really do, because I run out of videos I can watch. Next, I don't understand cheating. Next, I was listening to podcast about the underworld, and I was thinking about why food can taste good even. I was thinking about red meat. Why red meat tastes good? Lean meat hadn't oil and carbs, but it tastes good. I was researching on the this thing on the internet, and I watched the videos of people overseas singing Dragon Ball songs, and it's really moved me. I watched a video of people overseas singing Dragon Ball song, and it's really moved me. I was surprised that so many people knew this song. Next, I can't understand cheating. Marriage is like eating the same cake every day. Trying a different cake can taste amazing, but people wanna try another. After that, it's hard to go back to this same cake. It's the same thing. Next one is himeshi. Genghis Khan, it's Hokkaido food, but it's she used pork, and recently I had of course always every day I had a tofu for the lunch. I had in dinner I had I don't know naming. It's like fried chicken, and it's used onions for foreign countries, foreign food, Western food. Thank you for listening. Please follow this program. See you again.